Hiya! I am Sonia Stedman, and an owl saved my life. No, not really. That's just a thing Mama and I like to say. Say about what? Well, it pertains to the story I talked about in my earlier video, The Day I Died. I'll include a link down in the description to that. But the point of all that is that I shouldn't be alive. At the very least, I ought to be paralyzed. And it makes very little sense that I am neither of those things. But yet I am. There it is. After the accident, I wanted to wear this one owl necklace of mine, and I couldn't find it anywhere. And then I realized I must have been wearing that specific necklace on that fateful day. And later, that supposition was confirmed when someone that we knew went to my wrecked car and had scavenged up my belongings for me. And speaking of, here it is. So Mama and I decided to jokingly declare that owls were my lucky charm and that necklace is the reason why I'm alive. Very silly thing to say, being that if it were actually lucky, I probably wouldn't have been hit by a truck in the first place. But anyway, owls are lucky for Sonia was the story chosen in fun, and then we just ran with it. Owls can either look really cool or really cute, and so they're a really fun and attractive thing to collect. And I have way too much owl jewelry. Let's see. I went ahead and counted my collection and I wrote down numbers. 3 bracelets, 31 necklaces, 12 pairs of earrings, 13 rings, and 2 pins. So yeah, I have a problem. And owls had seemed to be the latest trend at the time, so there was owl stuff everywhere. It was not a hard thing to collect. A trend that happened to coincide with YOLO, so there's this shirt. You obviously like owls. I really only normally just wear it for pajamas, but I felt it important for this particular video, so here it is. A trend, incidentally, that seemed to have a lot more staying power than what is typically seen in trends. But owls are awesome and timeless, so no real mystery there. I had needed 7 blood transfusions during my emergency care, and someone told me that that meant I could not donate blood anymore. Turns out that's not true. I just wouldn't have been able to donate for about a year. In fact, exactly a year, 12 months. But I didn't think of looking that up until after I'd gotten a tattoo, which I had understood until doing research for this video, that if you get a tattoo you can't donate blood. But I just fact-checked myself, and turns out, well, if the parlor is regulated by the state and they know that they're using clean needles and no weird ink or anything, then you can donate like immediately afterwards. And if it is not a regulated tattoo parlor, you wait a year, just like with the blood transfusions. So, the more you know. Now I know. I had wanted a tattoo for years, but I had been misinformed and at the very least had always intended to give blood and didn't want to close that window for myself, but turns out I could have gotten one anyway. But anyhow, with the inaccurate information I had, I decided to go for it and get a tattoo. I wanted an owl. There was actually a really good tattoo shop right in the town I lived in at the time, and I looked through their designs. I didn't like any of the owls they had, so I went online and I found a great design. And when I printed it out and I showed it to the tattoo artist, he said, well, there's lots of like little weird teeny tiny little swirly designs, and my tattoo gun isn't so precise that those wouldn't turn out to just be blobs, so you have to alter that. And so I did. I took it home and with a whiteout pen I blotted out the tiny little swirly details that would have been impossible for the gun to do, and I can't show you what the original looked like because I've been looking, I went looking for it online, and it's not there anymore. It is disappeared. So all that I have is what's on my arm that I can show you. I know it isn't actually lucky, but it still makes me happy. I have quite a few owly things from before the accident, so I know that I always liked them. I learned afterward that there is a bit of a tradition with tattoos, that you get one after there is a change in your life, particularly if it is an extreme change. And another thing that I heard regarding tattoos is that they can be addictive. So I may end up sending myself down a doodle-covered wormhole, but I did just move, so I have to get another one. My problem is deciding what to get, where on my body, and where to get it done. I have some ideas, but what do you think I should get? Do you have any tattoos? Do they carry any special significance, or are they just pretty? If you don't have any tattoos, do you want one? What would you get? And do you like owls? The correct answer to that one is yes. Please like and subscribe. Bye! Love ya!